I almost disappeared without making a sound. One more step toward giving up, and something held me down. There are nights nobody knows about, not because they're secret, because they're impossible to explain. The kind of nights where silence feels louder than every voice you've ever heard, where hope feels like a stranger standing outside the door, too afraid to come in. The room was dark, but it wasn't the lights, it was the weight of everything I've been carrying. Without admitting, I tell myself just make it through the day, until the day turned into months, and every tomorrow started looking exactly the same. The mirror reflected someone exhausted, not from working, from pretending I was okay, pretending I wasn't breaking, pretending strength didn't have a cost. Eventually the mask became heavier than the pain it was hiding. No one heard the battle because it never sounded like shouting, it sounded like silence. The night I almost quit didn't look dramatic, it looked ordinary, that's what made it dangerous. The night I almost quit, something inside whispered just hold on. One more minute, I didn't know one more minute could become a lifetime. A lifetime. I questioned everything, my purpose, my value. Every dream started looking too far away. Your failure started looking too close. Fear became convincing because I listened to it long enough. It told me nothing would change, that tomorrow would only repeat yesterday. But fear never showed me the chapters that hadn't been written yet. The future stayed quiet, not because it was empty, because it was waiting. The night I almost quit wasn't the end, it was the moment everything began to turn. The night I almost quit became the night I discovered that surviving sometimes begins with one small decision to stay. Hope didn't arrive like lightning, it arrived like a candle. Small, fragile, easy to overlook, but enough to prove the darkness didn't own the room. When I remember the night, I don't only remember the pain, I remember the courage it took to remain. When every thought suggested even, and I remember choosing another breath, another sunrise and a chance, without knowing whether things would improve. That decision changed everything, not overnight, but over time, until healing quietly introduced itself through ordinary days. The night I almost quit is no longer a memory of defeat, it's proof that I survived. The hardest conversation I ever had wasn't with another person, it was with myself. And somehow I chose to keep going. The night I almost quit became the reason I understand how powerful one more step can. The pain disappeared because I realized I was still here. The ceiling looked the same, the room stayed quiet, the problems waited exactly where I left them. But something inside me had shifted. I stopped asking, why is this happening? And started asking, what can this teach me? That question didn't erase the burden, it simply gave me a reason to keep carrying it for one more day. Sometimes the smallest decision becomes the biggest turning point, without announcing itself. The night I almost quit still visits my memory, not to haunt me, but to remind me how close I came to missing everything that was still ahead. The night I almost quit didn't become my ending, it became the chapter that taught me how to survive. There were mornings I still questioned whether anything was changing. Healing moved so quietly, I almost missed it. One day I laughed without forcing it, another day I slept without replaying every mistake. Another day I caught myself looking forward instead of backward. Those moments didn't feel important until I realized those tiny victories were rebuilding the life I thought had already fallen apart. Brick by brick, breath by breath, step by step, hope returned without asking permission. I used to think strength meant never breaking, now I know strength means getting back up after every fall. There are cracks inside all of us, places where disappointment left its fingerprints, places where fear built temporary homes. But cracks don't only let pain in, sometimes they become the places where light finds its way inside. Maybe being broken broken didn't disqualify me. Maybe it prepared me to understand people who were carrying invisible battles just like I was. Compassion grew where judgment used to live. The night I almost quit still echoes softly, but now it sounds different. It sounds like courage. The night I almost quit became the reason I never underestimate. One more breath, one more sunrise, one more chance. If I could return to that version of me, sitting alone believing everything was over, I'd sit beside them without rushing, without pretending to have perfect answers. I'd simply say, you don't have to know how everything ends to believe tomorrow exists. One step is enough, one breath is enough, one moment of refusing to disappear can change an entire lifetime. Now, when difficult nights return, I recognize them. They no longer introduce themselves as permanent. They're visitors, not owners. Pain still knocks, fear still speaks, doubt still asks questions, but they don't get to rearrange the furniture inside my heart anymore. I've learned feelings tell stories, not always truth. Storms feel endless while you're inside them, but every storm eventually runs out of rain, and every sunrise arrives without asking whether you're ready. It simply comes. The future didn't need my certainty, it only needed my willingness to keep walking. The night I almost quit became the night I unknowingly chose. My future, the pain didn't disappear overnight, but neither did my courage. Every morning I chose to stay. Every evening I chose to believe that healing could happen slowly. Today I don't celebrate because life became perfect. I celebrate because I kept going long enough to discover that hope was never gone. It was quietly waiting for me to stop listening to fear. Years from now, people may only see the victories, the smiles, the confidence, the peace. They'll never fully know the conversation that happened inside one quiet night when nobody was watching, when giving up seemed easier than trying again. But I'll know, I'll remember the trembling hands, the silent tears, the unanswered questions, the empty room, the impossible wait. And I'll also remember the decision that changed everything. Not a perfect plan, not a dramatic breakthrough, just one quiet choice to stay, to breathe, to believe that maybe tomorrow deserved a chance. And it did, because everything I've become since then was waiting on the other side of the night I almost quit.